eBay Sold's coming up for you. Check it out. Before I get into it, I want to mention first that I am going to be interviewed on my buddy here, Anthony's Pittsburgh YouTube channel on his podcast called Pickin' Brains. I think it's coming up sometime this weekend. So if you want to see an interview with me, head over there to Mr. Pittsburgh Anthony, great guy in the community. So again, check his channel out for my podcast interview with him called Pickin' Brains. And with that, we're going to get into some souls. Got this thermal, it's kind of like a heating pad, heating blanket out of a bulk box. Paid per item, $2.13 out of this bulk box. So, which gives me a real low cost here. So this one here at $19.99 plus the shipping. Another hat out of that bulk hat buy I got. I think there's another one later on in this video as well that I'm going to talk about. That came from, I think that other one came from that sale, but this one came from that one where I bought a huge lot of hats, like 30, 40, 50 hats, somewhere in that price range. Paid like $20 for all of them. So my buy cast in there's like 75 cents, somewhere in that one. But this is an old, it thing is bright and really, really, really good condition. The yellow color's not faded. It looks really, really clean. I could almost say that it's probably new without tags, but I didn't really know whether or not it was. So I just sold it as pre-owned. So this one here sold, I think I took an offer, probably, I think I had it up for $23.99 or $24.99, somewhere in that price range. I took an offer on this for $20. So I mean, these types of hats right here, and the one I'll show you later on too, trucker hats, things like that, kind of real in style right now. So if you find these things, a low buying cost, try not to pay more than about $1, $1.50, $2 at the max if it's something really, really cool. But try to keep your buy cost down on hats like these because you'll make a really, really good profit selling them $20 plus. So this vintage, let's hope I get this name right, Duax 50s Swiss-made watch. This is a wind-up watch. This is not a battery-powered watch or anything like that. This one you take your hand and wind with it, and the clock goes on it. Really, really cool watch. Got in a big watch lot from Shop Goodwill, I believe. Came with a bunch of watches. I don't remember exactly how much my wife paid for that lot. Came with a bunch of jewelry, things like that. So, but again, I think I put this one up for $69.99. Somebody sent a $65 offer, and I took it. This came from the lot that just keeps on giving. Got this 2 summers ago in like a 55-gallon drum of just brand new Hot Wheels, Matchbox, all kinds of stuff that's just new, sealed in the package. They had a few loose stuff in it, but most of it was all sealed and packaged. Paid like 20 or 30 bucks for the entire tub. And it just keeps selling. It's not the quickest selling stuff. It does take a little bit to sell. Looking for that right buyer to find your listing and need whatever it is that you're selling to be able to buy this stuff. But I'm getting between an average of $10 and $15 per sale in that. That's kind of how I've lotted that stuff up. I want between, okay, yeah, this one's $9.75, but that, you know what I mean, in that like $10 to $15 price range per sale, because that's where, anything below that, kind of the fees is kind of really, really cut into it. So again, this is just $9.75 plus the shipping. These racing semis sold. This one is Harry Grant. Maybe the actor. I don't know. Did he drive NASCAR at some point in time? I don't know. Anyways, this came from, I bought about 20 of these from a local auction here it was an online auction, and you could pick up locally. I think the last sold video, I sold 3 to the same people. This is from that same lot of stuff. So I paid like $30 or something like that for that entire lot. Maybe a little bit more than that, but somewhere in that price range. I sold this one $9.99 plus the shipping. More of these napkins. They just, hand over fist been selling. Paid 75 cents for these. And again, selling them for about $9.99 plus the shipping. They just keep selling. I'm down to like just the last few. I think I got like 3 or 4 of these left. And probably by the next sold video, I'll probably be sold out of them. One of the oddest things that I found at a Goodwill is this vent duct cap. It paid $4.99 for this, brand new in a box, sealed. wasn't open. Looks like somebody bought it, meant to use it, didn't use it, donated to Goodwill. Stuff like this house stuff that people need to, upgrade their houses and things like that. And this stuff is pretty expensive. Go to Home Depot, Lowe's, Ace Hardware, look for stuff like this. Just peruse those aisles and see how much stuff like this is. And it's not cheap. So pick this stuff up $3-4 at a Goodwill, or even, somebody might sell this at a yard sale or something like that. So pick this stuff up. It does sell. It took a while to sell, but it did sell $23.74 plus the shipping. This display floral arrangement, man, I had this a long time. I believe this has been one of the oldest things in my inventory. I think probably more than a year and a half. I can tell you, I know exactly how much I paid for this. I paid 75 cents for this it was like a fundraiser pop-up shop or something like that. Group was raising money for funds for something. I think I might have been like something to do with animals or something. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I got there actually really late in the sale. It was like close to 11 o'clock or so, and I walked in, and they started handing us boxes and bags and says, fill this up for $3 or fill this box up for $5 or something like that. And this thing just looked really cool. Looked vintagey enough. But it sat for a long time. I started it at $60. About 6 months after that, I dropped it down to $50. And I think I finally kind of put this on sale or something like that. No, I did take an offer on this because with the $40.10 offer and their shipping, it came out to be, I believe, like $55 for the entire sale. So I think the buyer sent that specific amount to get like a $50, $50 all-in price for it. So good sale. However, it did take a long time to sell. Firm believer, odd's not the right word, but decorative stuff like this, you're waiting for that right buyer to find your listing, fall in love with what you would have, and they just have to have it. That's what you're waiting on for stuff like this. So, don't pass up on stuff like this, but just be prepared that it could wait. It could sit in your store for a while, but stay high in their price because, again, that person falls in love with it. They're going to pay money. They're going to pay good money for it. This is a Sony TiVo. I didn't know people still used TiVos, but apparently they do. This was in really good condition. However, I didn't have a TiVo, not Tebow. Tebow's a football player or baseball player now. Anyway, I didn't have a TiVo account to test to see if it worked. However, I did power it on. I did make sure that that at least I got a screen to come on, and it got some like account screen or something like that, and it did work. This one had a remote, the cables, and the book. It sat for a little bit of time. Still, again, $3.99 is what I paid for this one at Goodwill. When it did sell, I did again hook it up, made sure that it worked, made sure that that it at least produced a screen or the TiVo screen. However, I couldn't move beyond that. And anytime you sell something with a remote, make sure you put a picture like this in there. Show that remote compartment. Let the buyer know if there is corrosion in it, if it's clean, anything like that. Because people, when they get rid of stuff like this, they don't tend to remove the batteries. And so when they sit a while, maybe they took it and uninstalled it, stuck it in their garage or an outbuilding or something like that. Batteries corrode in there, and then those compartments are trashed. And essentially, unless you put a lot of work into it, trashes the remote. So anytime you sell something with a remote, make sure you show at least this picture right here. Show that compartment. Make the buyer aware that there's no corrosion in that compartment. Another hat out of that lot, again, paid like, if we break it down, like less than 75 cents. This is just a really good, clean, graphic Mount Rushmore hat. It's got the mesh on it. Hats like these and things like that are in style. People are looking for stuff like this. So if you do see stuff like this, bright colors, good condition, buy this stuff. Of course, don't pay a lot of money for it. I'd like to be into hats for no more than about $2. I may pay a little bit more if it's new with tags, but and I try to pay like $2 and less for used hats. And this one is not, I believe so. Let me double check this. Yeah, this one is a pre-owned one. So again, don't pay a lot of money for used hats, because yeah, if it is something more vintagey or more rare, again, stuff like this is waiting for the right person to come along and say, "Man, that hat's freaking cool," and buy it. So again, don't pay a whole lot of money for used hats. I showed you one of these, I believe, last video or the video before that. These little patches that I bought. Got a whole bunch of these patches for like $5 or something like that. A lot of duplicates, and this is just another one in there. Again, bulk purchases. What my strategy is to, within the first 2 or 3 purchases, depending on the purchase price, is to get my money back, and then everything after that is just making money on top of it, and that's what we have here. This is like the 6th or 7th of this patch, and so yeah, $6.64 ain't that much, but when I paid like $5 for almost 35 patches, you're talking like I paid quarters for these things. So turning 25 cents into $6, to me, it ain't that, it's pretty good. All right, that's it for the solds this week. If you want to see everything that we've sold, even stuff that we haven't talked about yet, you want to look into maybe videos you'll see in the future from me about some other stuff, go down there. There's a link tree down there. It should have the links to our eBay stores. Also, too, well, you can see all of our solds, anything like that. So if you could help me out, hit that thumbs up button. If you're subscribed and you haven't hit the bell, what are you doing with your life? Hit the bell notification for me. And with that, have a good day and be safe.